With the world being as global as it is, it's important now that we always have the tools that helps us do the business in the respective currencies that our customers are expecting. And that's one of the reasons why I like the fact that HubSpot has where you can add multiple currencies, especially if your business is global or regional. You can add multiple currencies into your HubSpot portal so that when it's time to create deals, you have the ability of choosing the respective currency that you would like to do this deal in. So what we're going to show you right now is how to go about setting up multiple currencies inside of your HubSpot portal. And there's one pretty cool thing that's now in beta that speaks to automatically understanding or setting the exchange rate, where you don't always have to go back in and understand what exchange rate you're working with at this time. Let's check it out. So when it comes to setting up your currencies inside of HubSpot, what we will need to do is that you'll go across to where it says settings. And once you are inside of settings, you're going to go across to where it says account defaults. From account defaults, you're going to be looking at currencies. Now, just to be clear, this particular aspect of the tutorial is specific to persons who have the starter version of HubSpot and up. So you'll notice here that in this particular version, we are unable to add any currencies because this is a free version of HubSpot. So you're basically stuck with one currency. But if we're looking at the starter and the pro, all right, then you'll have the option of adding multiple currencies similar to this. Now, when it comes to that, as I said, when you are on the default section, you'll be looking for the tab that says currencies. In this instance, we have Trinidad, we have US, and we have Eastern, but we don't have Bajan. So what we'd like to do is that I would like to add Bajan dollars here. So what I'll do, I'll add a currency, and the currency that I'm looking for is Barbados, BAR. So I'm going to click here. Then it's asking me one Barbados dollar is equal to how many TT dollars? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 3.36. And I can double check my rates here. One Barbados dollar is equal to $3.36 TT dollars. So once I do that and I click save, we have that set. So now we have that fourth currency that's added. Now, keeping in mind, we already have this set as the main currency for the organization. So which means that all invoices or all bills or all deals, even if the deals are created in other currencies, HubSpot will do the conversion to disrespected currencies. Now, as we're talking about exchange rate, the question is going to come up, well, how is HubSpot managing the exchange rates? In this particular instance, it is manual, all right? Which means that whatever exchange rate that you set, that is going to be the existing exchange rate. However, currently in beta, there is a schedule automatic exchange rates inside of HubSpot right now. So for those of you that are actually seeing this, even though it says new, it's not going to show up for everyone just yet. It's going to gradually roll out in time. So for everyone that sees this, HubSpot is actually going to be now automatically looking at the differences in exchange rates. And of course, it's going to be pulling it from international information. So once you have this here, what you can do, once you switch it on, you can now set it to give you updates on your exchange rates monthly, quarterly, or on an annual basis. So you have this. So again, so if we're going to look, there's one main difference. So in this one, we want to add EC, right? So I want to double check and see one EC dollar is equal to 2.51 TT dollars. So in this instance where I want to add EC as the currency, if I go here and I select XCD, notice that with this being on, I don't have to manually put it in anymore. So if I click save, it's automatically giving me that exchange rate, 2.51, and it's going to update itself. So by having that one new setup inside of here, which is the automatic exchange rate updates, it automatically is pulling this information and it's making my life a little bit easier. And the same thing applies once I have a deal that's being created. The deal is going to automatically convert. All I need to do is choose the currency of the deal. And of course, that is then now going to automatically spit out the Trinidad and Tobago conversion or the local currency conversion of this. So there you have it, right? Functionality, flexibility based upon your business, based upon where your customer is, and also now using the respective tools in terms of it now being updated to the point where it updates. And you can actually go back and you can check the log to see what was the respective exchange rate within that month, quarter, or year. Always good finding ways to do things better. With HubSpot, check you out in another video. Peace.